And what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sly once again, consistently steamrolling these reactions. Got me in 2 reactions a week. Today I'm gonna be reacting to a video by Devontae the one of my favorite animator type content creators. He's been expanding his channel with like the gaming channel. And apparently this new form of video, I haven't seen a video like this. I don't know if there's gonna be much animation in here. He's gonna tell his own story. Okay, I'm seeing animation in there. So he's gonna be giving his own opinion. So I'd like to chime in, hear what my boy got to say. This is Invincible, the Living Punching Bag by Devontae the One. Without further ado, we're just gonna jump right into these.
He come back for seconds and start beating the animation budget out this man.
Us,
Sonic
us,
Rings and
us,
Mario
us,
Kart
us.
flying everywhere. Next thing he know,
Yo.
all right, y'all, before we start, I did 3 videos like this about 3 years ago.
Yeah,
and I'm bringing
exactly.
it back.
He hasn't done them in a while.
Anywho, so I just got done watching season 3 of Invincible, and if you haven't already caught up, then the door's over there.
Shout out Robert Kirkman for Invincible. Great series, man. I read the comics. I appreciate all the like work he did with the series to carry half of the series, and I'm really glad he has his IP. And I hope more creators soon can get the same ability and can own their own franchise and take, a unique direction with it and bring us, that high quality level of entertainment.
And we're sending you home with $10,000. Come back when you're done with season 1 and 2. But hey, if you
I'm caught up
and don't care about spoilers, meet your friendly neighborhood hypocrite, Mark Grayson, aka Invincible. You know, after finishing season 2 a while back in
we're not gonna act like we didn't see that. I know what type of man you are. Why is this on screen? Who drew this? Who edited this?
You know, after finishing season 2 a while back and pulling up to season 3 now, I started reminiscing about all the
Speaking about Invincible, bro, a great thing they do is give you characters that you hate, that you're supposed to hate, and you'll hate them. They'll give you characters you're supposed to feel like neutral about and develop your own opinions for. You'll do that. They also do really good with character redemption. Like, I'm sure Rexplode is like everyone's favorite character now. Great, development from him. I also like that Kirkman has his hands on the show. It's his IP. So he's been like tweaking like subtle things that, maybe, with fresh eyes as someone who finished the entire narrative beginning to end. Oh, I think it'd be better to just add this. This won't change anything too crazy. I like the little touches he's been adding. But one thing I will say about the villains, bro, Invincible has some of the most brain rotted villains of all time, bro. I give Angstrom a pass, kinda. Still a stupid premise. The nigga thought he was saving people by tormenting the only good Mark. Is talking like Debbie about it. Says he's the hero. Snaps her arm in two. Innocent civilian. Only reason he has never gone evil. And all of the realities we've seen of like the angstroms that are in his brain, she has never cooperated with Nolan and Mark. And he talking about some, I'm the good guy. Snaps an innocent woman's arm in half. Cooked. His only excuse is he has like all those memories and stuff. But it's like, even still, having all those memories, why are you working with the actual evil Invincibles to torture the good one? Instead of sliding on all of the evil ones and then coming to the good one, Especially that Powerplex, bro. Oh my days, bro. Y'all don't understand. Dog, straight up. Mind you, Mark is getting ping-ponged around the city. This is getting touched in ways he shouldn't be touched. No diddy. And damage is being incurred. He's apologized. He's taking responsibility, etc. But instead of going, damn, what a terrible thing to hit our city. Let's do better for the world. You go work for the GTA and blame Mark and try to get like a case on him. Like he ain't still been saving lives, saving the planet, and things of that nature. And then, straight up, Mind you, his wife is a little brain dead as well. You know what? How about you take me and our newborn hostage? And this Powerplex has the audacity to misuse his powers, fry his family, look to Mark and say, "You did it. It was your fault." What, bro? Holy confirmation by he's so delusional, bro. He's so delusional. Invincible has a great way of like making you hate them villains, bro. Whether it be for them being stupid or it be from like they really on some sick conniving timing. Y'all gonna see more of that in I guess seasons 4 and 5.
Amazing, wonderful, outstanding ass whoopings. Good old Marky Mark was getting served on a copper platter. Really had me sitting back in my chair thinking, man, what did he do to make them niggas that bad? Oh, I know the reason. It has something to do with the way heroes like Mark think. And to just get straight to the meat of the bone, I've always had beef with these certain powerful heroes like Mark that claim to fight for justice and to help people. Because in my eyes, they ain't really helping nobody if all you do is fight the same villains every Thursday at the cost of thousands of other lives. Why are the villains not dead? And these same...
I don't like that take. I don't like that take because I think Batman shouldn't kill his villains. Every hero doesn't have to be the same, and having, like, when you think about it, having heroes like Batman make superheroes existing like a cooler concept. If every superhero had the same idea of justice, there'd be no point in anti-heroes. They wouldn't be as cool if every hero was like, oh shoot, you're gonna break out of prison, kill 1,000 more people, we're just gonna get you killed right now in the DC universe. Right? So this is all in, their respective IPs. But if each hero took that approach, it wouldn't be interesting anymore. I feel like you have to have your Batmans because it breeds your stories like your Red Hoods, the Forgotten Son, the person who shares that ideology that the people share to the point where like they made people vote to kill Jason and they killed him, but they brought him back because people liked him so much as Red Hood. And then you have your Nightwings, your Spider-Man. Like, Spider-Man's whole thing is that his power comes with responsibility. And it's a direct challenge to this narrative to go, oh, they can hurt more people. We're going to kill them. Every villain deserves a second chance. And not even every villain. Some villains don't. I would say, like, okay, they're crazy. You could kill them and I wouldn't be mad at you. Cool. Mind you, this is in a DC universe. But if it was on site every time, people like Plastic Man wouldn't exist. He was a villain. Batman let him go. He ended up rehabilitating himself and became a hero. Booster Gold went to the past on some like criminal stuff. It's not like he's hurting people, but like on some illegal stuff, we don't arrest Booster Gold and he's protecting the time stream. There are times where you make mistakes and that, changes the trajectory of your life. These IPs of like hero societies and things like that literally are supposed to depict the real reality of the world and not only the psyche of the author, but how diverse the world can be. So if everybody was on that, I believe in justice, you just gotta die. We have more Injustice Superman runs, where you eventually end up crossing the line because you just had that power to just, they'll die, they kill somebody. Or they'll die, they kill somebody. Because when accidents happen, when you see things black and white like that, when accidents happen, you don't know where to put them, and then you'll eventually end up making a mistake because you have to put them in one category or the other. But if this is 60% good action and you label it as bad, good people are going to get hurt.
Quote-unquote heroes confuse murder with killing. Two separate things. Murder is the shedding of innocent blood. These peons aren't innocent. Killing is the justified taking of one's life. These peons' life being taken are justified.
Why is everybody putting up with ads like it's 2010? Like, it's 2025, guys. Just use Pi. This Chrome extension takes 5 seconds to set up.
Step on my toe if I'm wrong. And Batman, don't come to me with that, all life is precious bull crap. Because based off of my confusion statement, that ain't supposed to apply to everybody. Some people have to die for specific reasons. But if we take their lives...
I think that's a good... I feel like his take isn't wrong. That's why anti-heroes exist. Because there are people who share that sentiment. The problem is if you do one or the other wholeheartedly, there's always going to be someone who disagrees and there will always be chaos. With light, there's always darkness. So it's like if every single villain you pew, what happens to all their underlings? One of them is going to want to be the next. You would think, oh, but they're scared, because every head keeps getting cut off. but with so many people under who are waiting for their big break, it'll be like the Hydra. You cut off a head, another two grow. You feel me? Now there's splits and factions, and now there isn't any more honor between thieves. So even the innocents that were safe are now no longer safe. You know, but also to the same token, if every criminal was allowed to stay roaming the streets with no consequences, things would get a lot more dangerous. So I can see both sides.
We'd be no better than them. Yeah, tell that to Superman's wife and baby and the 30 million people that lost their lives because you decided to not turn the green-haired, lipstick-wearing crackhead on high laughing gas into ground beef, which is it.
See, but you holding him accountable for Joker's actions because he didn't pack up the Joker, but you only like peep game. You can only have that impression of a hero if they save people and don't kill. If there was a hero going around, mind you, this in universe, there's a hero going around ending everyone they saw, you wouldn't see them as a hero. You'd see them as a vigilante. And then it's like, would you tell them, yo, you should start packing people up? No, you wouldn't trust them. A lot of people, like for example, J. Jonah Jameson, Spider-Man's a menace. Never committed a crime in his life. People can twist good actions and make them bad ones, let alone if you were just packing people up every 2 seconds. So I think the ability to take a hero like Batman and then say, bro, you should have got rid of bro. The fact that you're able to put Joker as his responsibility shows his trustworthiness and his ability as a hero and how well trusted he is in taking care of not personal benefit or my life would be easier if I got rid of Joker, but citizens. What comes first? The people, the order that's protecting these people, even if he agrees or doesn't agree with it.
Exactly what Marky Mark and the other heroes like him tug a war with all the time. This is why they hold back, because they don't want to take the necessary lives. And what does that do? Get your skull turned into mashed potatoes and yams with your entire planet blown the hell up. Or worse,
True.
The Yamcha treatment. Like, dude, think about it. If Gohan didn't kill Cell, Bomba, Chi-Chi, Launch, the black nigga, whatever he is,
Bobo,
would all be dead. Bro, imagine a villain's about to torture your whole family until they die. He's making purses and bed sheets out of your wife's skin and piano keys out of your children's teeth. Boom, Batman busts in and beat him till he pisses out his eyes and poops out his ears. And instead of killing him because he's done this millions of times before, it ain't like it's his second chance, it's his 34 million, which Batman knows, just so he doesn't take the lives of your family in the midgets basketball game he was gonna run to right after, this nigga takes him to jail. Where he spends 1 week, gets out, and spins the block doing the same thing to not only your family, but thousands of others.
I think that's also a problem of like the system, like the crime system, because I've also seen, or not crime system, justice system. So I've also seen like iterations of like the Flash, like Flash runs where they put the Reverse Flash in prison. They have like for take the CW Flash show for example. They have like these meta and inhibiting cuffs. Like there are certain places, certain prisons where like the heavy hitters can get locked up there, and they have to concoct a scheme with multiple people to escape and do da da da. I think we should just normalize street level criminals being put in those higher tier prisons, just for like lesser sentences or whatnot, just so they don't break out, just for security's sake. And then put the regular like criminals like, oh, I robbed from the bank. I don't have any powers. I don't have any special tech. Just keep them in regular jail.
And you know what Bruce Wayne does to follow up the same damn thing? The same damn thing. Marky Mark ain't safe either, because he was really out here giving the twins the come to the street, bro. I will beat your motherfucking ass. Beats the ooey out of him, then proceeds to be like, clean yourself up, little bro. I know y'all just took 1,000 lives today, but I'll see y'all on Thursday. Like, what? Even Goku of all people had more sense back in the day. He was standing on more than business, because he gave Frieza the freak around and find out warning right before he sent his ass to play hopscotch with Monk Gyatso.
Don't ever mention Monk Gyatso in such a callous manner. Thank you.
If I'm I'm a villain that's not a planetary plus level threat, or hell, even if I was, and I heard some spiky-haired glowing monkey on Earth who blasts energy out his hands while being able to knock a hole through Galactus's ass crack and is friends with an Omni midget that blows up timelines for fun, there ain't no amount of bread or head that can make me leave, cause the protectors of Earth are going to protect the Earth by any means necessary.
Sure.
I ain't going, unless I'm Majin Buu. That little nigga just don't give a damn. Or even Stink Meaner. He don't give a damn either. Dang, I guess I gotta throw Sukuna in. See, this is what I'm talking about. In the words of Cecil Stedman, you're either a good guy or a guy who saves the world. So, today, chat, we'll be evaluating,
Cecil is
examining,
not
and dissecting
a
Mark
good
Grayson,
look.
aka Invincible's gameplay footage with his ass whoopings from all 4 quarters. A little bit from season 1, 2,
All 4
and a
quarters is
special one
insane.
from 3. This is Coach the One, aka Devontae the One, coach of the Miller Mafia, introducing the Beatdowns, sponsored by DTO Corp. Quarter 1. Mark gets his skull blitzed into the pavement by a big ass cat. So one day, Mark decided to contribute to the black struggle and help Lil Bill Sr. out by liberating him from his oppressor.
Your time has come.
I know where your family lives.
There's no way out of this one.
And these 2 peons started the most elaborate plan that graced the earth since
Peons
9/11,
is
to put
insane.
the most devious shiesty mask on and slide on his boss. But little did he know, Mark was about to play football with death, because the moment they pulled up, they got met by a quarterback, the water boy, a linebacker, and their well-fed
Like,
ashy ass.
why
cat got out of
is
the
Battle
box
Beast
doing
there,
30 to
bro?
life. Like, look at this nigga. Bro really built
Spoiler, this is like, even end of series, top 5 in the verse.
like a deep breath.
See, I didn't know I came here to be disrespected.
Bruh, the last time I ran into a cat that damn swole, I was monkeying around on my second channel. But this time, Tony the Tiger is 10 times more dangerous, because he always, no matter what, wants the fame for absolutely no reason.
Literally.
It don't matter if you Hulk, Thor, the blind, disabled, a dog, a baby, it don't matter. Tony the
Jack
Tiger
got them
will
hands,
bark
bruh.
at any opportunity to demonstrate what happens in Cell 39. I'm sure him and Aaron the plumber would be best friends right now.
ChatGPT hates this tool, and here's why. ChatGPT makes up facts and
Unsponsored.
So per usual, Marky Mark is getting blitzed by these busters and is clearly getting the confidence knocked out of him because he's holding back. PSA, these niggas are weaker than him. Don't believe me?
Literally.
Well, too bad. Because as soon as Mark gets Corbin blued, he laces him up and loses his... Wait a minute.
Locks
Is that
in.
a hint of killer intent? Stay with me now. Is that a smudge of emotional instability? Stay with me now. Is that...
Yeah, I'm seeing where he's going with this bit.
I guess J. Cole is right. Anybody is a killer. All you gotta do is push him to the lips. Anywho, so Marcus thought he was hot tits in a bowl of grits until Tony the Tiger told him.
His body gotta be made out of that
So
substance.
Marcus thought he was hot.
Or else he might have just been eviscerated, bro. How do you go from holding back to punching a human being in GTA, or in Invincible in this case, in half?
Bowl of grits until Tony the Tiger told him he was really great. Belt to ass. Really stood over that boy like, nigga, did I just catch you on the beach? All while Omni-Man's watching the whole thing go down from afar like, damn, Jonah Jameson, you gonna really watch your son get his guts turned into
To be fair, Battle Beast is the top 5. Omni-Man might have still got slept here.
alphabet soup? Here, I got a solution. Condoms. That could have prevented all of this. Mark's friends swoop in. They all get their salad tossed without the dressing. Cement Man gets his dome chromed, and Mark is limping like he's been to Diddy's house, trying to crawl away from
Shout
the
out.
kitty. But Tony, yes, Tony's there to make sure his cereal don't get soggy. He stood over there, man, like,
I like you, and I want you.
Frowning too.
We can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The
The booty is mine. You can't have
What's
it.
gonna be? I asked you a question, Tom.
he enjoys bathing in the blood of his enemies, which he had full intent to do with Marcus. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, when I first watched this scene,
Full
my heart was
hammer
in my
fist
ass,
cock
'cause I
that
didn't know
shit
when
back.
Marky Mark was gonna die. But I just had to let fate take its course and just accept what was about to happen, because you know what they say.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Check it out.
You just lick that, dog?
He's still up there watching his son get his cheek.
Who just got bounced outside of the building? Yeah, is that Mark? Is this animation error? Is that Samson Mark? Who, like, cause he just down slammed Mark. So no way he gets down slammed and bounces up that high. But who else besides Mark in that building can be this high, float, fall back down, and still be alive? That had to have been Mark.
Get your King Bradley, Jonah Jameson, Caucasian Mr. Potato Head, 9 looking ass down there. With all that ass beating, I thought he was dead until I remembered the name of the show. Mark gets that ass beat by the muscle mommy from outer space. Now, to start off, I already don't like this thought because she does something very devious to Mark later on in the story that hasn't been animated yet. Let's just say it has something to do with great aping, if you catch my drift. And this Jezebel had the audacity to... I'm not gonna let her piss me off today. Nope, not today. I'll just let my nigga Thrag Shiesty handle it. Anywho, so one day Mark is having a nice dinner date with the one woman in the series that, honestly, if she somehow falls off a cliff, I wouldn't.
Nobody
be sad.
would, yeah.
He knows. What's good, nigga? Some space dot pulls up and threatens to rip Amber's head off.
Gun to the back. Teleported behind Amber. Gun to the back of your head. Give me 10 Chance the Rapper songs. Amber knew she was cooked.
Threatens to rip Amber's head off if he doesn't go talk with
Hold
her.
on.
First off, space dot
Why is her face so fresh? She don't got the bars or nothing, but like, why her it's so fresh? We gave her the line for the, you know what I'm saying?
Threatens to rip Amber's head off if he doesn't go talk with her. First off, immediate red flag. But clearly, she's trying to be a calm and reasonable person.
She got a middle part.
Amber's head didn't go flying off the dribble. They get to the sky.
She looks a little less fresh from that angle.
G-check Marcus for being a great value Viltrumite, the same way Vegeta would G-check his own kind, trying to get Marky Mark to bend to the whim of the Viltrumite's empire by trying to make him take over the planet. But he's like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Bad choice, brother.
But that ain't stopped nothing, cause she
Seesaw
is continuing to persuade him even after by saying the Viltrumites' rule over Earth would save human lives.
Look at Luke and swole Ronnie Coleman built ass.
By saying the Viltrumites.
Look, Pete, all of Viltrumites come decked out with the stash genetics. We got Nolan Clone 362. Nolan Clone 452. Bald man with the stash in the back. Creed. Crazy hairline, but he got a stash. He got a stash. You get a stash. You get a stash. You get a stash. You get a stash. You feel me? Only person who I see like in the main frame who don't got a stash is, I was gonna say him, but that's a her. You feel me? All the dudes got stashes for real. Can't really tell me otherwise, but they live for a long time, so.
Which, again, she's clearly
cool.
Trying to be a calm and reasonable person. Ain't that right, Thor?
You seem like a calm and reasonable person.
So Mark,
talking to Kratos, by the way.
If you so worried about human lives like I am, then don't stop me from saving these folks over here from this big ass worm. She like, bet. Matter of fact, I'll come with you. Just cause she wanna see how strong Mark is. They slide to the cruise ship, big ass bug trying to
Kaiju.
the ship. Mark tries to save it while she watches. He fails, making her come to the realization that
this is her.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
He's a buster. Really, Mark? You gonna let
That's
Shotty show
Aura.
up and show? He's a buster.
I like how their impact frame. I didn't peep this during the first watch, but like it's so tough how the way their like flight works based off like equilibrium. Cause like the way it's not like she just. I mean, it makes sense. You have momentum and then stop flying, but it's almost with the way they frame it. She stopped flying right there. It's almost as if she like kind of jerked it rather than just. Oh, I came to immediate stop. That's why the blood went flying. She kind of feathered her flight to get the blood. You know what I'm saying? Nice touch for the aura farmer.
You gonna let Shotty show up and show out? You gonna let her exceed your testosterone levels, my guy?
That is not gangster. That's very not gangster. Man, I can't believe this. You a fraud.
Golly, these Viltrumite women different. They got that thuggin' love for real. Oof. So Anissa does what a lot of testosterone-filled women with a Western mindset does when they realize they got more balls than the man in front of them. Throw it back in their face. But clearly, doing it in a calm and reasonable manner. Still trying to convince him.
See, nigga, without me, they would have died, because you a buster.
I'm not a buster.
Yes, you are.
I'm not a
Pay for this
buster.
ghetto accent.
Yes, nigga, you are. She started clenching her fists because he not agreeing with her and even doubled down by threatening her.
Be gone, son!
Little did he know, she really liked that. She's
Not in
the
your
big
league,
homie,
gang.
so she don't hesitate to give him the...
Remember that we started with reason.
But what the hell, bro?
Blitz the fuck out of good, buddy. Cock that joint back to Yucatan. Yes. Once again, I'm peeping impact frames. I didn't peep this during the first watch.
But what the hell, bro?
Mind you, I just peeped.
Remember that we started with reason.
Glutes clenched. Again, the jerking with the flight, which we know physics-wise, emotion has to be dispersed. So all the speed of that flight dispersed into this punch. As a lifter, I tell you, clenching your glutes increases your power output. Impact frame. I didn't peep this, bro. Look at this nasty ass impact frame. This look like when they pop seismic sense in Avatar, bro. Oos.
Hits his ass with the most egregious uppercut I've ever seen. Clearly, chat, she's an expert at Mortal Kombat. Mark thought that love
Hit
tap
that
was
with
the
the
only
up,
serve
up,
of
down,
the
down, left, right, left, right.
He know that was the appetizer. Clearly,
Another
he
impact
had
frame.
watched Dragon Ball before this. But unfortunately, in this show, there ain't no plot armor power up in the world that could save him from this upcoming dessert. She
Ugh.
had her foot on this man's neck, ready to give him the
Breathe,
tip without
breathe.
the tip. But Marky Mark wasn't giving in to nothing. Even though she embarrassed him, ruined his clothes, beat the spit out his eyes, and threatened to kill his shorty. Clearly, he watched 300 before this because he would not concede. Matter of fact, even turned around and tried her like a Walmart sample to see if she was really about that life.
My nigga.
I thought he was gonna die.
Knocked
Until
him
I
out.
remembered the name of the show.
Invincible. Quarter
Mark
3.
gets his cheeks apprehended by swole blueberries. Maulers.
Molotovs.
What is that? So one day, Mark decides to stop Angstrom Levy from literally minding his own business under Cecil's orders. And I get it, Mark was just doing his job.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah,
even know
that's a
what he
lot
was
of
there
them,
for.
dog.
Just thought he was doing some heroic thing against some bad guys. So he just mindlessly starts swinging. Angstrom's trying to tell bro, stop, because it's for, and I quote, for the greater good. But
Yeah.
as he expected, Mark hit him with the
Cap.
This is a childish moment. Like, I didn't think that bad of it in, like, reading it. But watching it, Mark looks so stupid here. Like, the dude broke them out because he needed their help. Well, they don't know that, but we know that certain individuals, like Rudy, has gotten their help. So it's like people have used their brain. Like, they're not just strong and like, oh, they always build something to destroy the world. No, like, they just smart people in general. These are the people Cecil should be recruiting, mind you, instead of putting 12-ton Viltrumites built like, you know what I'm saying, 6'8", 450 pounds under metal, as if that's going to stop them. These are the people we should be recruiting. But Mark came in swinging stupid.
Angstrom's like, you either get
Then he had to
down,
save him.
sit down. Instantly, a bunch of portals form, and trust me, Rick and Morty ain't the ones coming through. But Maulers from different dimensions are. Angstrom's like, hey, rough them up a bit, boys. And I ain't gonna lie,
Reasonable
Jack,
pack.
Mark was throwing hands, putting belt to ass.
Nah.
Laying the paws and ankles on him for a good little minute, up until he got that one clean ass fist to the
Yup.
face and mean
Get that
ass
boy
foot to the
CTE.
mouth. 3 seconds later, the rest of them flock over to Mark while he's down like ants to sugar and flies to doo-doo. They start stomping him out. And
Stomp the
Angstrom's
yard.
like, hey, you peons. I said rough him up, not kill him. Shut up, nigga. We do what we want to do. Completely disregarding Angstrom's wishes. Stomping.
Realistically, another thing that's stupid about Angstrom is seeing that he just did that with the portals. Unless the other Maulers from the other like verses are stupid, he might have explained this in the anime. So correct. I mean, I said anime in the show. So correct me if I'm wrong, but couldn't he have just like got another Dimensions version of demolished ones? Or like what he did with them originally, where like he had them in a hideout of versions of him, built the machine there, and just kept taking parts from, you know, that way no misunderstandings would happen.
Mark out, pulling Mark up, holding him down. Meek. Really trying to kill that man. I ain't seen nobody get bullied this bad since Rim caught Subaru lacking. And don't even get me started on Arnold's ass whooping. That was personal. Angstrom's like, not in my house. And literally blew his mind. All the Maulers, Mark, everybody took Angstrom bust to the face. And again, back when I first watched this, I thought Mark was dead.
Invincible.
Y'all know the rest. Now, let's end this video off literally like the fourth quarter. And we all know the fourth quarter, you gotta end it strong. Chat. Ooh, whiskey. We going into season 3. Invincible versus the Pringles Can Man. So back in season 2, when Mark was getting his neck smothered by Anissa's foot, she told him she couldn't put him 6 feet under.
Anita Maxine.
But another Viltrumite was inevitably, indubitably, indisputably, literally gonna poo shiesty his ass. Took off. And by the end of season 2, because of some tough decisions and a hormonal imbalance, Mark throws all that all lives is precious bullcrap out the window. Ooh, whiskey. Welcome to the team, my boy. We kept your seat warm. So little did Mark know, when the time came, lo and behold, the Pringles Can Man that got a gym membership pulls up. Now, I'm gonna be honest, chat. Conquest, when I look at him and all his Grammy award-winning quotes, he really made Nolan and Battle Beast look like calm and reasonable people. And on top of that, all the Viltrumites, and I mean all the Viltrumites, well, except like Thrag, are afraid of this nigga. Shoot, after hearing the truth is,
they were afraid of me.
I'd be terrified too. That's crash out level statements.
You're a victim.
He's basically on Mark's ass because he didn't have the planet ready for the Viltrumite takeover and Mark wasn't with it.
Why you on my dick? Word.
And in Mark's mind, he like, if you want this planet, you gonna have
to
go through these hands first. They busted windows, avalanching buildings, tearing the roads up. Oliver's little ass got hurt. The tax repairs on this finna be outrageous. And also, where are the people? I know damn well they ain't evacuate that fast. Y'all ain't Barry Allen. After fighting a little bit, Mark get a little confidence. He like, this ain't gonna end well for you, old man. You sure about that?
Jesus.
That boy. He get down to the pavement.
Cell team start playing.
Rumbling, and came to the realization that this ain't over.
Damn. He really about to rock my shit.
Conquest of them. Play my theme music.
2,000 tons of Conquest bust. Belt to ass. Conquest beat Mark so bad the animation got better. And right when he was about to spear this man like a running back on an 89-yard dash, Mark's like, hey, chill, bro, chill.
Come here.
Took that boy's teeth on a field trip to the pavement. Conquest wasn't trying to hear none of that. And I'll be honest, I might have to pack my bags and move as far
Teeth are
away
so
from this
chopped.
nigga as possible, because he's so disrespectful that this man picked up Mark and said, hey, don't give up, buddy. You can do this. Like, nah. Toss me the Blake. Toss me the Booger Rocket. Slide me the pole. Toss me the Blake right now. And then proceeds to make sure Mark knows that when he's done,
Oh man,
that he's gonna kill
random civilian number 3 deserved.
Oliver come out of nowhere, then tries to
Yes,
double
sir.
down until
This should double down was unnecessary.
This ain't Dragon Ball, little nigga. Plot armor ain't getting you out of it. Mark Falcon
should have comboed him just like those. But he was holding back, so Oliver low-key need to get out of the way.
He drags this man through the
After all, Mark is...
Where are the people? I know the population is higher than this. No. Mark come back with the blammer to the skull, but this freaky ass nigga turned into a 6'9" god. He come back for seconds.
Freaky ass.
Sonic rings and Mario coins flying everywhere.
Counter.
Did tables.
That's all you got.
Shit got serious.
Turns out Conquest had a fork in his hand the whole time, because he let Mark know he was just playing with his food. A man even died while Mark was getting his reality check. See, This is what I'm talking about, bruh. Casualties. Unnecessary ones. And yes, I understand Mark clearly ain't stronger than this man, but I know some other heroes that could have just stopped him instantly, yet they have their own MO
Who?
that ain't got nothing to do with saving people.
Ooh.
Anywho, this man was about to kill Mark until Oliver jacks his ass again. That's what I'm talking about, Oliver.
Invincible's the
Yes, sir.
strongest on the
However,
planet.
I just want to reiterate again how much of a crash out this man is, because that follow-up response to his kick to the
Look at his
dome
face,
was him
bro.
thanking Oliver for coming back so he could split him in half and eat his heart. Like, damn, Hisoka, leave the kid alone. He smacks Mark out the way and punches Oliver.
Meanest
so
flashed
hard,
up.
this man's teeth
10 out of 10.
grabs his little
Excellent
ass and
Shunpo.
starts to literally split him in half. Oh my gosh, this nigga's an animal. Mark blitzes him just in time to save him. Oh my
See,
gosh, this nigga's an
some of y'all short people in chat, y'all could really benefit from this right here. It's the same benefits of hanging from the pull-up bar and, like, you know, letting it decompress your spine. Conquest is just looking out for the little, bruh, helping him grow taller. Look at that height difference, man. He about the same height as Mark right here.
Mark blitzes him just in time to save him, but Conquest immediately turns the table. When you 1v1 somebody and think you're doing something, then they immediately turn around and whoop your ass because they were holding back. Drags him all through the city, then drags this man across the sea, pulling up
that
to
bro
his new
skipping
city.
like a
About to
stone.
give Mark straight Omni-Man PTSD.
Yeah, GG's. Undeserved, bruh.
Bro, this his second
Just from the
time
sonic
being
boom,
used as a
too.
insta-kill body meat shield. Goodness gracious, this man cannot catch a break. Next thing he know, Adam Eve show up out of nowhere.
Yes,
turn into
sir.
damn Mega Man. And to be honest, chat,
She was
put
locked
belt
in.
to ass, foot to rib, palm to face, fist to gut.
Hey.
But that ain't last long. Absolutely demolished her. Oh my god! Made her stomach look like straight spaghetti and her face look like
Not-
Baraka from Mortal
that is
Kombat.
not the first
They
time
talking about
Conquest has done that.
lose his mind. Don't even know what to do no
Spoiler, Conquest has a thing for guts. He constantly goes for him.
more. He start bitching.
Cecil! Cecil, I need you, Cecil!
Nah, don't call for him now. You remember what you did at the beginning of the season. Conquest disrespectful ass pop out watching from afar, completely disrespecting any emotion towards their bond. And even worse, licked the blood and called it delicious. My goodness.
Strange
Relax.
individual.
Black Air Force energy is oozing off this man right now. It was so bad to the point where Mark officially was like, nah, forget holding back. Either you die or I die trying. Wait. Really, Mark? It took you 2 cities being destroyed, thousands of lives being lost. You
It was his
getting the
girl,
piss
for real.
kicked out of you, your little brother almost ripped in half, and your girlfriend getting her face painted and stomach blown out by the Pringles can, man. Just to realize.
That's the point, though. That's the character development of it. Mark of the past would have never come to the realization. But this Mark now has come to that realization. Also, Mark of the past wasn't strong enough just because it's like, one, he did get the little strength increase, but also you got to see how your people fight to know, like, you feel me? Like, if you spawn into a new body, you got to learn their kit to know what they can do. He didn't spawn into a new body, but his genetics were mostly human, and then they became Viltrumite. But he never seen a Viltrumite's kit till he boxed his pops. And his pops was not fighting with tech. His pops was just trying to convince him. Like, his pops was holding back to, like, get him to, you know, come over to the side, or at least give Mark time to convert him to his side. That's why he's hammer fisting him, putting his head through trains. Conquest was fighting him for pure level of the game. So this is where he learned tech. So after that, he just saw his girl get ravished. It's on timing where it's like, I cannot let you live. I'm actually going to, you feel me, go ravish.
He gotta die? Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Mark lace him up, put extra black paint on his Air Forces, and put belt to ass, palm to cheek, foot to liver. Mid beatdown, Conquest grab him. He like, getting mad doesn't make you stronger. That's not how it works, Buster. Yeah, tell that to them.
He's a
Conquest.
half-blood
See how
Saiyan
they
twin.
feel about that. Bruh, Mark's black Air Forces laced up so tight, he pull a Goku on them and spits out the meat. Pause. They start throwing hands, and more hands. You would have thought 2 Saiyans was up there fighting. Next thing you know, Eve started glowing. Mark mid ass whooping stops like an idiot and looks back. Bad idea. Because Conquest literally catches him lacking and punishes that boy.
What punish?
Disrespectfully pins him down, leans over, and starts telling him his life story.
I'm so...
Proceeds to choke him out. Next thing he know, Adam Eve snap, crackling Mary Poppins back up, about to do her smash
timing.
ultimate. Clean shot to the body, puts that boy on a grill, throws his ass in a pot full of grease, slaps that boy in an oven 450 degrees.
Somehow, completely unscathed.
And just when you thought he was dead, oh hell no! This man popped back up, ready to give her the bee's knees.
8th degree
He might be
burns,
a
by the
old
way.
nigga, but he got some fight left in him. However, Marky Mark ain't letting that happen. Decks that man so hard his son's daughter's grandson can feel it. Meet. And even then,
So with the Omni-Man, see, he's still an Omni-Man tech.
Conquest stops his hand and is like, "That's all you got," and breaks his other hand. Now both his hands out of commission. But
He don't care, bro.
chat.
Is that
Mark
Bluetooth
so
device
casual,
is ready to
instead of
pair.
his leg and arms that were out of commission, he found another way. Cuz start giving him head.
Cranium!
I'm not even kidding. Literally giving him noggin, chat. Domed his ass so good, he died. Yes, he died. Hey, yo, get your mind out the gutter, bro. You know what I'm talking about. Literally made his face unrecognizable. Bro looked like he could audition for Jurassic Park and get accepted. Like, golly. Mark crawl over to Eve's naked ass. She like, "You domed him to death?" Yeah. Nigga, you gay.
Great video by Devontae the One. I will be staying tuned. I will be checking out more of his videos. But that's going to be the end of what I got for y'all boys today. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Twitch. And check out the Discord, pinned below, to get any pings for stream. And get any pings for whenever videos drop. And just stay tuned. Once the community expands enough, we'll be opening up the channels for confessions and therapy. And if you work your way up in the community, like you put in enough chats, and we see that you're like not someone who's just gonna try to get me banned, you'll get access to the stream only VC rather than just the general. So yeah, other than that, stay tuned for some more reacts. Appreciate y'all boys for tuning in. Make sure you do at least 2 good acts today or tonight. Make sure you drink some water. And that'll be all from me for today. Peace.